Today I'd like to talk about the office. No, not that office. So in the office, at work, is there a person there who is often the center of attention? He or she uh, is always in the middle of the conversation. There's usually people surrounding this person. There's a sense of excitement or electricity when this person is talking. This person is animated. This person is, just showing expression, showing emotion, a feeling, and the crowd, the crowd, and your coworkers just pick up on that electricity, pick up on that energy. They pick up on the excitement, and there's often a rise in the volume. Things get louder. People around this person get louder. These people kind of bring out the excitement in your coworkers and in the other people in the office. Even if these people are usually quiet or reserved, when these certain individuals start talking or telling a story or just joking around or just making conversation, there's a sense of excitement, and that carries over into other people in the office. And these other people crowd around them, and they almost feed off of the excitement, or their energy transmutes into the rest of the people in the office. Perhaps this individual is using happiness as a tool, not to manipulate other people, but purely for the fact that this creates a positive office environment. It's a more positive pursuit of life in general. It's a way for this individual to keep a positive outlook, to manifest happiness, to go on and have a positive day at work. Perhaps this person is pursuing a positive agenda. They're not going to let outside forces, external conditions control their emotional state, control how they feel and how they go about their day. Conversely, you can have Jim Bob Billy Buck go into work, and he's completely negative. He's complaining about the job, complaining about the work that other people are doing, how it negatively affects his day, how other people's work negatively affects his job, how it makes his job harder. Talks about all his problems. Everyone has problems, but everyone has problems. But that doesn't mean you have to tell everybody what your problems are. That doesn't really create electricity or magnetism there. It's like, hey, come over here, listen to me. I got problems. Let me tell you all about it. Peggy Sue Lillian, who she hears that some individual is talking behind her back. This stresses her out. It causes her to create. It causes her to have a negative day. It causes her to have a more stressful day, to be concerned about what other people are saying about her, whether those statements are true or false. It really doesn't matter. It's just how it affects you, or how you let all these negative things, or potentially negative things, affect your emotional state. It's actually a childish behavior where you're talking about someone behind their back, where you're calling them names or accusing them of doing things or being something that they are or are not. Why would this childish behavior be so strong where it would negatively impact your emotional state or negatively or negatively impact your day? Why would you let these negative and childish pursuits have such a negative impact on your emotional state and on your daily life? Why choose to let that happen? Where you could just choose to ignore it and say, well, I have better things to concern myself with. I have better things to focus my attention on. Things that will positively affect my emotional state, positively affect my day. You've heard the expression, misery loves company. Well, there's also happiness is infectious. Happiness is contagious. Both misery and happiness seems to attract more of its own state, where misery seems to attract more misery, whereas happiness seems to attract more happiness. So it makes much more sense to me to attract more happiness, to get into the infectious state of happiness, the contagious state of happiness, where you just attract more happiness and kind of dispense with the misery. You have other people who may be introverts as opposed to those extroverts who are attracting the groups of people. What can you tell them, or how can they have more of a positive impact, or pursue a more positive day, pursue happiness in a similar manner as the extrovert? Well, the introvert can still have a positive demeanor, have a joyful approach to the day, a joyful approach to work. They can still have a positive impact on the office, and they can have and they can pursue a positive emotional state, even though they're not an extrovert, even though they're not out there more or less entertaining other people with their presence, with their personality. Okay, in conclusion, this is just another example of pursuing happiness, pursuing a positive emotional state, not allowing external conditions to dictate what emotional state that you're experiencing, that is consuming most of your day. So pursuing a positive and happy emotional state is much better for your stress levels, which affects your health in many ways, especially if you have any medical conditions. Putting stress on top of medical conditions is not a recipe for good health. So pursue happiness. Don't let external conditions dictate what emotional state you're in. You don't have to be the extrovert entertainer in the office. You can still be a positive member of the office. You can still be a positive presence. You can still be a happy face in the office. So live well, be happy, be positive, and live a healthy lifestyle, positive emotional state, positive lifestyle. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and we'll see you in the next video.